The following is a featured sports presentation of Television Sports USA, the Mislu Television Network. From Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, the champion Cosmos meet the Caribous of Colorado. Cosmos Soccer is brought to you by your independent Gulf dealer who carries quality Cruise Master tires, batteries, and accessories. See him for all your automotive needs. By Manufacturers Hanover Trust, where it's banking the way you want it to be. By Datsun. Datsun is dedicated, driven to give you the greatest economy of all, quality. Nobody demands more from a Datsun than Datsun. We are driven. And by the F&M Schaefer Brewing Company as another major event of the Schaefer Circle of Sports. Schaefer, the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Taking sites in all of these United States, the Colorado Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I'm Howard David along with Jim Carvellis. The champion Cosmos against the Colorado Caribou. A mouthful to say the least, Jim. Dave Clements, the head coach of the Caribou, and by the way, a player coach, a former Cosmo, leads a parade of former Cosmos here in Denver.
Well, Howard, you know, the Cosmos, as we all know, are still undefeated. However, they're on the road. They're playing against a club that will start 4 ex-Cosmos, including Joe Mosono. And so you know they're going to be up for the game. I think the Cosmos are going to like this field, though, because it's 75 yards wide, and that should help them with their great skill. Cosmos, keeping in mind that Washington, a 9-point winner last night. They beat Tulsa and Washington 4-0. So as of now, the Cosmos are the second-place team in the National Conference East, and they need a full 9-point win today. And as I said before, against a club that would love to beat them.
You know, Bob Rohrbach is one of the Caribous on the roster right now. He is another former Cosmo. Bobby Rohrbach, they said that if he got a chance to play, would really shine. He is excellent in the air. He has gotten 7 goals thus far, 3 in exhibition, 4 in the regular season. Dave Clements says that Bobby is playing on top of his game.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the Cosmos are now, every week we are playing against a player that was on our reserve team. I mean, against Detroit, it was Ken Furphy's son, Keith Furphy. All over the league now, we're finding Cosmos alumni. It's tough enough for the Cosmos because everyone gets up for them, but especially when they're playing against people that used to play for them and weren't good enough to start for them. So, but that's okay, Howard. I mean, if you're going to be a champion, you have to learn how to play under terrific odds. And every time the Cosmos play, people are after him. But again, that's part of being a champion.
Absolutely. And earlier today, we talked to Cosmos head coach Eddie Fermani as to what he is looking forward to today. Offensively and from our club offensively.
Well, I think the biggest thing from them today is going to be players like Joe Mosono, Rohrbach, and Tinian, players that have played against us before and are going to probably pull out that little bit of extra today because they're playing against the old team, the Cosmos. Another thing also we will have to be very careful of, it really, is the altitude here. I think we're going to have to move the ball around and make the ball do the work instead of running with the ball, because the altitude up here is very high and it can tire the players out very quickly. Those will probably be 2 of our main threats today.
And we'll return to Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado as the champion Cosmos meet the Caribou of Colorado. Bogi Bogisevic and Franz Beckenbauer getting loose across the way. Now, during our telecast, you will notice quite often in our camera range, you will see a whole empty side of the stadium here at Mile High Stadium. That is not because they haven't sold any tickets, obviously, but all of the tickets are sold. If you get a look there at the far side of Mile High Stadium, all of the tickets that are sold here are on the press box side or the same side as the camera, as well as the end zone to our right. So you won't get to see much of a crowd except occasionally during our show, but rest assured that we expect a crowd of upwards of 20,000 and maybe more. There you see the champion Cosmos as they come out to be introduced to the crowd here. The entire lineup is being introduced. Jack Brand on your left with the yellow top and the black shorts. And here a big welcome to all of us and to all of you from Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. You spelt the names right. All right.
Didn't.
Ah, that's close.
Howard, did you give him the spelling?
I gave him the spelling. No, I didn't give him the spelling. I didn't give him the spelling. I was very good in spelling in school, as a matter of fact. Interesting, the fact the Cosmos arrived here last night at 11 p.m. Now, you know, of course, that in Denver, Colorado, the altitude is such that it's a drastic difference from what we are used to back in the East. So consequently, you would expect a bit of a problem for all visiting clubs. The doctors told Eddie Fermani that you do one of two things. Either you come out 4 days ahead and get used to it, or you come out right away and you don't have to worry about anything, and the Cosmos chose to do the latter, and they had some slight plane problems with windshield wipers or whatever, and they came in late last night at 11 o'clock, but the players are all in good spirits. They are ready to play, and it should be an exciting match, Jim Carvellis.
All right, Howard, let's talk a little bit about this field. It's a beautiful stadium, and of course this stadium rocked during the fall when the Denver Broncos, the Orange Crush, captivated not only this city but the entire country. 75,000 seats. It was expanded, I believe it was last year they expanded it to the 75. And here's a shot of the crowd on the near side of the field, and that's where we're working in the press box upstairs. So a pretty good crowd here. And I'll tell you, about a half a mile away is McNichols Arena, and they're just filing out of there with the Denver Nuggets stayed alive in the NBA semifinals in the West. They beat Seattle, and the fans are in a good shape.
Head coach Eddie Fermani on your right, Ray Klavecka, the assistant coach of the Cosmos, on your left, Jeff Snedeker in the corner of your screen on the right, the trainer. Very relaxed right now, and relaxed before the game, coupled with a confidence gain in their season's best showing, a 4-2 victory over Philly on Wednesday. The Caribous will have the stimulus of playing the NASL's best. And of course, that would be the Cosmos, 6-0 on the year. They have 4 shutouts out of the 6 games. Errol Yassin has played brilliant in goal for the Cosmos. But let us not forget the great job the defense has done. And that would be headed up by Carlos Alberto. Cool Carlos anchors the back line. Werner Roth, the captain of the Cosmos. Nelson Moraes and Bobby Smith anchoring down the corners on the defensive line. As you get a look there at the Cosmos, Errol Yassin, very cool, very calm, very relaxed. Dennis Stewart, number 7 in the middle of your screen, might see some action today. I don't believe he'll start. The middle of the field for the Cosmos will have Franz Beckenbauer, Bogi Bogicevic. Beckenbauer on the right side of your screen, Bogicevic right alongside of him. And coming into your picture on the right corner is Vito Dimitrievich, who will be starting in place of the injured Terry Garbett. Terry out with a leg injury. Gary Etherington will get a start today, along with number 11, Stevie Hunt, and the league's leading scorer, Giorgio Chinaglia. Interesting, Giorgio, as you get a look at him there, between Hunt and Etherington, before Wednesday's Colorado game, in which they won 4-2, Giorgio had 19 points. The whole Colorado club only had 18 as a unit. So it shows you how really an impressive scoring machine Giorgio Chinaglia has been this year, as he looks to become a league scoring champion for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. The officials for today's match, as they announce the Caribous of Colorado, and they'll come out in the following manner. Arnie Mauser, who was an exceptional goalkeeper for Tampa Bay 2 years ago, played at Vancouver last year, is the goalkeeper for the Caribou. He'll be wearing number 1. Matt Barr, who's the younger brother of Chris Barr. Both of those athletes had fine careers at Penn State. The rest of the back line will be Markowski, who's the number 1 draft choice, Greg Markowski, Branko Radovich, and Dave Clements across the back line. The midfielders will be Pat McMahon and Ronnie Blair. The forwards, Tinian, Rohrbach, Susic, and Sono. Right here, let's pause for these messages from Denver. Seats being shot by our cameras. That doesn't mean, obviously, that there's nobody here. It's just that all of the seats were sold on the press box side of the stadium and in the end zone to our right. And the crowd is estimated to be upwards of around 20,000.
Well, it's a beautiful day, Howard. The sky is clear, the sun is shining, temperature probably around the 70 mark. The field is a grass field, 70 yards, 75 yards wide and 107 long, and it should make for a very skillful game. And that's what Dave Clements wants to build here in Colorado, a skillful team rather than a physical team. And the Cosmos, of course, That is their style, skillful soccer. So it should be a good game.
This is just part of a two-game road swing for the Cosmos. On Wednesday night, they will be playing the Portland Timber. You'll see that game on Channel 9 WOR-TV Wednesday night live at 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And the Cosmos return home to play Seattle on May 21st. That is Franz Beckenbauer Day. And then they go back out on the road on May 24th to play Memphis as we pause here for the playing of our national anthem. With the playing of our national anthem, we are just moments away from the kickoff. The champion Cosmos against the Caribou of Colorado. And while we have this time, let me tell you that Cosmos ticket personnel are on hand right now to take your reservations for the Cosmos Seattle Sounders game at Giant Stadium Sunday, May the 21st. You can call at this very moment 212-265-8600. That's 212-265-8600 for ticket reservations. The ceremonial kickoff of the first ball by the incomparable Pelé. And we are just seconds away from the Cosmos against the Caribou of Colorado. He draws the crowds wherever he goes. Now for the play-by-play of the Cosmos and Caribou of Colorado game, here's Jimmy Carvellis.
All right, thank you, Howard. David, beautiful day. Denver, Colorado. Cosmos trying to stay undefeated. The Caribous, who just beat Philadelphia 4-2 the other night, have now won 3 games, lost 5. Very respectable for this expansion team. And they're not to be taken lightly. I only have one criticism, Howard, and I've had this criticism before in the league. I've always felt that the numbers should be bigger and more distinct. Caribous are wearing white jerseys and tan numbers. It's almost impossible to pick up the numbers. All right, opening kickoff, and that's Earl Yassin. He's been brilliant in the goal all year. Franz Beckenbauer, his own 35-yard line. Bogacevic to Franz, broken up by Joe Mosono. And the Caribous with the ball. Joe Mosono, you know, he'd like to play well today. He's got Tinian on the right wing. Rohrbach is up there. 3 ex-Cosmos attacking. Here's another ex-Cosmo and the coach, Dave Clemens. Clemens will be the sweeper back, and he'll also be using the attack, moving up on the attack, trying to get things going for his young club. Cosmos intercept. That's Bobby Smith. Cosmos a long ball for Etherington. It'll be throwing Cosmos to Kinaya. Very casual, and Mauser got there.
I talked to Dave Clemens before the game, as I mentioned to you, Jim, and I said, Dave, how come you're playing sweeper? You never played sweeper for the Cosmos. He says, hey, I'm getting to be an old man. I got to run as little as I have to during a game.
Dave Clemens might not be a spring chicken, but he's got a lot of soccer knowledge, and of course he was a playing coach of Northern Ireland's World Cup team, so you know that Dave Clemens knows how to play this game. Free kick for Caribous. There's Warner Roth winning in the air, Nelson Moraes, and you see the Caribous all over the Cosmos, and it's working. Bogacevic now. Tinian playing him. Dave Clemens knows that he's got to come out and challenge the Cosmos. He can't give this club room. The field is against him, being 75 yards wide, and he knows that he's got to make the Cosmos do things quickly. You can't give him time to play with the ball. And you heard Eddie Fermani before the game. He said we don't want this altitude to affect us. We want to let the ball do the work. So they want to pass the ball around, get into good passing zones, lanes,
and try to capitalize once they get across that 35. Carlos Alberto, Bobby Smith on the attack. Bobby, a long ball to Etherington. Etherington knocked off the ball nicely by Ralbowski. America, check it, that's Dave Clements back there. Dave Clements. Clements made the play. Bring up the Caribous on the attack. Jim Carvelis, Howard David. Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. Game just underway, no score. 42-25 to play in the first half. Brian Tinian in midfield. Tinian played with the Cosmos in 75.
Brian Tinian started on Wednesday night against Philadelphia for the first half, and then Louis Nanshoff took his place on the right wing in the second half.
Cosmos breaking it up. Bogacevic, Kinaya to Franz, but a bad pass from Giorgio. And here comes Susic, knocked away nicely by the Cosmos. Beckenbauer, a beautiful ball to Bogacevic. Inside the 35-yard line, left wing. Nobody with him. He'll play it back for Stevie Hunt. Stevie Hunt being marked by Barr. That's Matt Barr. Return for Stevie, and it's knocked out of there nicely by Clements again. Moraes attacking. Bogacevic back to Steve Hunt if he can get to it. He can. Clements in front, though. He read the play. Brian Tinian, 35 for the Caribous, and this big crowd excited every time Caribous touched the ball. And Tinian, after beating Moraes, lost it out of bounds. Warner Roth hit it last. No, it was Tinian who hit it last.
Brian Tinian, 2 years ago, a member of the Cosmos. Last year, played for Team Hawaii. This year, playing with the Caribous of Colorado. Very personable guy. Talked to him before the game. Seems very happy in Denver.
Played 4 minutes, no score. Cosmos and the Caribous here in Denver, Colorado. Cosmos 2-day road trip. They'll be in Portland for Wednesday's game. They'll be leaving after the game tonight. Spent 3 days in that beautiful city in the Pacific Northwest. Sono knocked it away. And the Cosmos, they call handball on Sono. Beckenbauer with a free kick. Playing it to Carlos Alberto. Dave Clement again, sweeping in the back. Bobby Smith up to challenge. Now the Cosmos playing some defense of their own. Beckenbauer intercepts. Stevie Hunt, now to Bogacevic. Bogey, Beckenbauer, nice block by Clements in the penalty area, knocked out of there nicely by Radovic, big center back from Yugoslavia. And now it's going to be Cosmos ball. Cosmos ball, I believe they're going to give him a free kick. No, check it, they'll give it to the goalkeeper. They'll say goal kick. Franz Beckenbauer.
Franz will be honored on May the 21st at Giant Stadium in a tremendous tribute to a true gentleman. A 750-voice Fischer Choir from Germany will be there to entertain. Doors will open at 11 o'clock, or parking lot at 11. Doors will open at 11:15.
Warner Roth recovered to make the play to Franz Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer, bad pass. That's McMahon with the ball. Jomo Sono with the Cosmo 35-yard line. Susic, good player. Watch him. Against Bobby Smith. He got around Bobby Smith, but Warner Roth knocked it over the goal line. And we have the game's first corner kick coming up. Out of the right corner now, corner kick. And they put it in play quickly. And now the high cross is a back cross over the goal. So from Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado, no score in the game. You're watching Cosmos soccer. Obstruction, I believe, is going to be called against Matt Barr. Matt Barr, Stevie Hunt trying to get around Barr, and that was a good call. Fans didn't like it, but he obstructed.
The officials for today, the referee Dante Maglio, the linesman George Jameson, and John Lampkin.
My Cosmos have it in play. A bad pass by Steve Hunt. So with 36-25 to play in the first half, there's still no score. Here comes Jomo Sono. There's a hard shot by Sono, goes wide.
Jomo did the same sorts of things. We get a look there at what is coming up next Sunday, May 21st, Beckenbauer Day at Giant Stadium. You can call for your ticket reservations right now at 212-265-8600. That's 212-265-8600.
Cosmos at their own 35-yard line. Moraes for Etherington. Too long, and Dave Clements always back there with the ball. Back to Arnie Mauser. Howard?
Started to say before, Jim, about Joe Mosono. Joe Mosono showed the same tendencies last year when he played for the Cosmos. He got very impatient.
Long ball by Clemens here on the right side. Good play here by the Cosmos. Warner Roth on Rohrbach. It'll be a throw-in for the Caribous.
All right, watch it here now. If Matt Barr has thrown it into the goal mouth before, and Rohrbach headed it in 2 weeks ago, so this is a very dangerous play.
And there's that long throw, headed away by Warner Roth. And Sono's shot is knocked down by Beckenbauer. It's off Franz Beckenbauer. And this crowd loves it here in Denver, Colorado, as their Caribous have played very well in these first 10 minutes of the game. No score, and the Caribous are playing well, no doubt about it.
Second corner kick of the game coming up for the Caribous of Colorado. Always a very dangerous sequence of events.
All right, here's a cross headed out by Carlos Alberto. Knocked it over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in for the Caribous. Let's see how they play it. Yassin read it beautifully. Yassin saw the cross coming. All right, Franz Beckenbauer in his own end. Sono is on him. Stevie Hunt. Matt Barr, his shadow. Bogacevic couldn't bring it under control. Cosmos may be having a little difficulty playing on a grass field. All right, let's watch Carlos Alberto. He's got room on the right side. 35-yard line, Etherington. Playing it for Dmitrievich outside the 35. In the penalty box. Naya. Giorgio. Looking to cross. A shot. Bad angle. Giorgio missed everything.
From Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. The score 0-0. You are watching Cosmos Soccer. Carlos Alberto anchoring the back line for the Cosmos. Just thwarted an attempt by Pat McMahon, the right side midfielder for the Caribou. Thus far, Jimmy, the Colorado Caribous are all attack, and the Cosmos have been laying back. Just opposite of what the teams that have been playing against the Cosmos have normally been doing in the first half.
Well, the Cosmos have become more or less a second-half club this year, even at home. Here's Jomo Sono. There's a shot over the top by Sono. Cosmos have scored more goals in the second half than in the first half this year, almost as if it takes them 10 or 15, 20 minutes to get into a game before they get their patterns down.
Actually, the Cosmos are built on the theory that you have to have drama in this game to build the crowd and the audience. And they do it right on cue.
All right, Gary Etherington, a nice move, but he has it knocked away and over the far sideline by McMahon. McMahon, a good defensive midfielder. They fouled Etherington, and here's Carlos Alberto to Bogacevic. Back to Stevie Hunt. Cosmos aren't sharp early on here. Now Beckenbauer's pass, and nobody cut through. Franz was expecting Canaglia to cut through. All right, bring up the Caribous with Brian Tinian. He can really motor. Maria's playing him. Maria's got good position on him. Nice play by Nelson. Still a battle. Still a battle. Going to call a foul on Maria, so outside the penalty area.
This is the side that Dave Clemens said he would try to exploit. He said he would try to zero in on Nelsie for no other reason other than the fact that he feels that Brian and Nelsie match up very well, and he thinks that it's to the Caribous' advantage to have Brian go one-on-one with Nelsie.
Here's the cross. And actually the man that had the best shot there was McCoskey coming up for the left side.
Greg McCoskey, excuse me, Jim. Greg McCoskey was the first draft choice of the Caribous of the college draft. He's 5'11", 185 pounds from Southern Illinois University, and a good future in the NASL.
By Dave Clements, player coach, across the midfield line. Susich is open over here. Here's a hard shot over the top. What a shot by Susich. 20 yards, left foot. He really nailed it. But there's still no score. 30 minutes, 33 seconds unofficially to play in the first half. Bogacevic. Alberto now. Cosmos looking to sharpen up their passing game.
Great many of the fans that have been coming out to Giant Stadium for the home games have been coming out in groups, and if you'd like to arrange an outing for your business, social, or sports group, and I'll tell you how you can do that in just a second.
Sono, look at the play by Yassin. El Yassin, 6'2". He's great on those high crosses.
He's really having a year, Jim. Obviously, #1 goalkeeper in the North American Soccer League, giving up .50 a game.
All right, Cosmos have room now. Bogacevic. Hunt is in the penalty area. The pass for Stevie. Just too far. Hunt was there. Etherington broke it up. And it's going to go over the goal line. Last touch by Gary Etherington. Steve Hunt was free that time. Bogey's cross was just about a yard too far.
Started to tell you before about how you can order tickets for your group or association. Ask for group sales when you call the Cosmos at 212-265-7315. That's 212-265-7315. Ask for group sales.
By time remaining, 29 minutes, 10 seconds to play. No score in this first half. Interesting, Jomo Sono is playing Beckenbauer. Defensively, that's quite an assignment. And he's actually done a pretty good job on Franz early on. As good as you can do against Beckenbauer. Alberto now across the midfield line. There's a good ball for Stevie Hunt. Stevie in the box. Let's see if he tries to cut it back. Tackle over the goal line. The Cosmos will get a corner kick. First one for the Cosmos. Stevie Hunt will hit it with the left foot. Let's pick up Cosmos in that penalty area as you see Stevie getting in position. The left Canaglia in there. Bogacevic will be coming in that area. So will Bobby Smith, who's good in the air. But Stevie plays it out to Dimitrievich. Long ball, Alberto headed by Canaglia for Gary Etherington on the left. Etherington high in the box for Bogacevic. Gotten out of there by Dave Clements. Now Bobby Smith will be in the air. Bobby wins it in the air, and a foul is going to be called against Markowski. Bobby Smith is excellent in the air. Now the Cosmos will have the free kick. Bobby Smith was fouled in the play.
Jimmy continues to be a hard, tough player with the speed to prevent anybody from getting by him on the left wing. He is just a real all-out tough player from Trenton, New Jersey.
All right, with the ball now. Here's Moraes across, a header and a great save. Right on goal. A beautiful cross to Bogacevic from Nelson Moraes. What a beautiful cross, and he hit it right at Mauser. All right, let's watch it again. Moraes to the goal line. Great cross, and Bogacevic is all alone. But luckily for Mauser, he hit it right at him. Back to the live action. Jomo Sono into the Cosmos zone. Nice pass for Tinian, 35. Back outside to Clements to set it up. Man open. That's McMahon. Cross, man there. And Beckenbauer tips it back to El Yassin. Vito Dimitrievich. Good pass, Etherington. Canaglia tackled and a foul.
Now, Jim, as people are watching our telecast of this game between the Cosmos and Colorado Caribou, you had read during the week and maybe heard on radio and television stations about the signing of Giuseppe Wilson. He is here with the club. He is dressed, and he might see some action today.
All right, Dave Clemens with a good defensive play. Another good pass to Sono. Outside the box with Franz Beckenbauer. Shot, and Yassin is up to it. And now a quick throw to Bogacevic. Bogey marked by McMahon at his own 35. Get it to Warner Roth. Cosmos have had more luck bringing their defenders forward because they are not marked. The forwards are being marked all over the field, so the defenders have room. Pass to Bogacevic, just missed. Almost a brilliant pass by Beckenbauer, and Bogey was really running off the ball, Howard.
Let's think about what happened a week ago as you take another look at it.
All right, and here you see a good play by Mauser. That's where a goalkeeper has to make the decision quickly, whether to stay on his line or come out. Mauser made the decision and came out and made the play.
You remember a week ago when Werner Roth scored a goal for the Cosmos after a fine pass from Giorgio Canaglia. So the defenders can also be very offensive-minded.
Again, a Cosmos pass does not connect. They were looking for Stevie Hunt. Colorado playing good defensively, and they're dangerous on the attack as well. 25-25 to play first half, no score. There's Brian Tinian working with Moraes. Bad pass inside by Tinian. Alberto there. To Franz Beckenbauer. Franz, a long ball, and set it over the near sideline by Clements. Cosmo throw in at the 35-yard line of Colorado. No score in the game. 25 minutes to play first half.
Mentioned before about the signing of Giuseppe Pino Wilson, who is dressed and might see some action today, who's interesting during the press conference last week. He apologized to the audience for not being able to speak English in view of the fact he was born in England.
All right, there you see the Cosmos defender moving forward. There was Roth, now Dmitrievich. Vito, a hard shot that goes wide.
Now, tickets for all Cosmos home games can be purchased at all 210 branches of Manufacturers Hanover Trust in New York, Madison Square Garden in New York, and in New Jersey at Colonial First National Bank, Fidelity Union Trust Company, and the National Bank of New Jersey. Tickets also available at Ticketron through Charge It at the Cosmos Ticket Office, 75 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, and at Giant Stadium. So do get your tickets, particularly for the game coming up with the Seattle Sounders on May 21st. You remember the last time the Cosmos played Seattle, it was for the championship last August.
No doubt about it. Should be a great day. Here's a long cross. Yassin again. Yassin up there ahead of Bobby Rohrbach coming through. Mike Cosmos with the ball. Gary Etherington. Midfield. Canaglia's open. There's a pass to Giorgio, 35. Alberto's on the attack now, too. And now here's Carlos inside, and it's broken up nicely by Brian Tinian, who came back there to play defense.
That was an excellent move by Giorgio Chinaglia to feed that man, Carlos Alberto. Giorgio could have wound up and taken the shot, and instead he saw Carlos coming through and try to lead him through it.
Again, the point we made before, the defenders are coming through unmarked. The forwards are really marked, so the Cosmos taking what the defense gives them. A corner kick almost labeled. Bar over there. Cleared.
That's what is known as an Adidas burger.
All right, with the ball now, Carlos Alberto. Time remaining, 23:05 in the first half, no score. Cosmos and the Colorado Caribous. Hunt back to Dmitrievich. Now into the penalty box for Stevie Hunt. And they're going to call offside. He was offside. Stevie Hunt offside. From Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado, no score in the game. You're watching Cosmos Soccer. Unbelievable. While we were away, one of the most unbelievable goals I've ever seen. Watch this. Clements from midfield was just trying to volley the ball back in the Cosmos zone. And the ball, watch Yassin, the ball will hit the post and then deflect into the goal. Incredible. That's a goal from 52 yards.
This is the first time this year that the Cosmos have had the opposition score first. So it'll be interesting to see how they come back and how they react to it.
All right, a foul has been called. Incredible. Dave Clements, the sweeper back, was coming up and trying to volley the ball back as we stay in the live action now. Mauser. It's worth looking at again. Now watch this. Clements just volleyed the ball away. Now the ball up in the air, and Yassin trying to play it. And it looks like the ball swerved or fooled him. Hit the post and then hit his foot. And one in the goal. And the Cosmos will have a goal kick as we come back to the action. And the Caribous inspired here with that goal by Clements. Now I guess they'll give it to Clements. They could call it an own goal because Yassin knocked it in. Okay, here come the Caribous playing before their biggest crowd of the year, over 20,000 I would assume, and playing very well. And now they're going to get a corner kick. 20 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the first half. Colorado leads 1-0. On about a 52-yard goal by Dave Clements. Here's the corner. And almost the header in by Rohrbach. Now you see why Rohrbach is so dangerous, Howard. Good in the air.
He is exceptional in the air. He has 4 goals this year. He has 7 counting the exhibition season. Here again, the corner.
And
Rohrbach in the
a couple
air.
defenders, and Yassin was out of position there. The goalkeeper comes out that far. He better catch it. So the Cosmos were lucky not to be scored on there. Bogacevic now lays it back for Alberto. So the Cosmos find themselves 1 down, as Howard said, for the first time this year. 19:39 to play in the first half. Cosmos trying to get their game together. They have not been very sharp early on. By Winter up. to the 35 to Etherington. But there's Gary losing the ball, but give Colorado some credit because they are playing the Cosmos very well all over the field.
They are playing them far differently, and I said this before, far differently than most of the teams have been playing the Cosmos this year. They're being very offensive-minded as opposed to being defensive-minded.
Bogacevic to Stevie Hunt, operating on the right side this time, and the Cosmos will get corner kick there. It went off Greg Markowski. Off Markowski now, and the Cosmos get the corner kick. Stevie Hunt plays it to Dimitrievich, and Clemens bangs it away. And this time it doesn't go in the goal, it goes over the Cosmos bench.
You know, 2 weeks ago, the Caribous of Colorado played the Washington Diplomats, and Colorado pressed the action much of the evening, but spectacular goalkeeping by Bill Irwin kept the Caribous off the scoreboard. Eventually, the Diplomats won it by the score of 2-0 on goals by Bakic and Paul Cannell.
Clements, now here is Bogey having it knocked away, that aggressive defense. And Bobby Smith gets a foul. And Eddie Fermani, Ray Klevecka, you see Wilson sitting next to him over there. They're concerned over there. And they should be. Colorado's playing very well, and the Cosmos trail 1-0. 18-10 to play in the first half. McMahon with the ball, Cosmo 35. He has a man open in there, Atinian, but he didn't get him quickly enough. Bogacevic, nice ball to Beckenbauer. He's out running. Kinalia's ahead of him. Beckenbauer with Clemens to Giorgio, back to Franz. Bad angle, and Clemens made a great defensive play. Clemens playing like a man possessed out there. Tremendous play by Dave Clemens to take the ball away from Beckenbauer.
You know, if somebody would have told me that 32-year-old Dave Clemens would strip the ball from Franz Beckenbauer, I'd say not on your life, but it happened there. Great play by David Clemens.
All right, here's Tinian with the ball. Susage outside the box. Around Werner Roth, and a shot over the top by Susage. 17 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first half, and a surprise here in Denver, Colorado. The Caribous playing well, lead the Cosmos 1-0 on a spectacular 52-yard goal by Dave Clements. That's one of the most unusual goals I've ever seen. All right, here's Tinian now working in the box right at Earl Yassin.
While you're watching this telecast, which, by the way, is videotape delayed, a reminder that on Wednesday in Portland, Oregon, Jimmy and I will be there to bring you the play-by-play of the Cosmos and the Portland Timber live at 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time over Channel 9 WOR-TV.
All right, Cosmos attacking with Bobby Smith. Now to Bogey. Bogey, a nice ball to Steve Hunt. Hunt looking in the box now. Plays it outside. Bobby Smith's going to have a shot. Here it comes, and he just missed it. Bobby Smith. So the Cosmos bringing their attackers up again. Bobby Smith from 19 yards, and Arnold Mauser is going to have the goal kick. Bobby Smith, who loves to come up on the attack. Doesn't take too many shots, though. Usually comes up and crosses the ball.
Contrary to what some reporters on Long Island have said, Bobby is not an Englishman. He is from Trenton, New Jersey. Played his high school ball at Steinert and played his college ball at Rider College.
Clements now, a long boot to the midfield line with 15:54. There's Gary Etherington with the intercept. He's got Dimitrievich in support if he wants him, and also Carlos Alberto. Alberto to Beckenbauer. There's Jomo Sono on him. Now to Giorgio. They're all over him. Radovich has done a good job on Giorgio. Clements made the play. 15:33 to play in the first half. Caribous 1, and the Cosmos 0. Alberto. And again, the Cosmos cannot connect to the long pass.
Just a reminder that as you're watching this telecast, which is tape delayed, Cosmos ticket personnel are on hand to take your reservations for the Cosmos Seattle Sounders game at Giant Stadium this Sunday, May 21st. You can call 212-265-8600 for ticket reservations.
Sono at the midfield line, and now a long ball, a good pass. And just over the top. Now that time, Yassin had to make a decision, and that time he decided to stay back. He saw the attacker coming up an arrow, decided to stay back, and it was a wise choice because by the time the Caribou player had the ball, he had a bad angle.
That was a wise move, as you pointed out, Jim. Errol, a very poised goalkeeper. He's played sensational in goal. Yes, he has a great defense in front of him, but the last line of defense is the man in the nets.
All right, Vito Dimitrievich. Nice ball out here, and the Cosmos come on the attack. Nice ball. Kinaya where he wants it. He's brought down. He's brought
Penalty.
down. They're going to call penalty kick. Kinaya brought down in the penalty area. And they're going to call a penalty kick.
Well, judge for yourself. Here it is.
All right, in the penalty area.
He was
and
tripped.
Kinaya is tripped.
He was tripped.
I don't think there's any doubt of that.
He was tripped by Branko Radovic, the midfielder who played at Red Star Yugoslavia, played with Bogicevic, and Eddie Fermani has to feel a little bit better right now about that turn of events as Giorgio Kinaya will tee it up, and he will look for goal number 8.
Kinaya gets Mauser. 13:42 to play in the half. The Cosmos trail. Now a little psychology. Mauser decides to tie his shoes. Now he's ready. Giorgio just waiting for him. Kinaya. Go! So Mauser went to his left. Kinaya found the right corner. The fans don't like it, but in all fairness, it was a penalty kick. Radovic brought Kinaya down, and when you bring a player down from behind, there's almost no chance for you to get the call. He brought him down from behind. Had he been parallel with him, it might have been different. Now let's watch Kinaya. Watch Mauser go to the left. He was really moving. Mauser was moving before Kinaya took the shot. So had Giorgio missed that, the Cosmos probably would have had another shot at it, Howard.
No, and it's a good point you bring that up too, Jim, particularly for the new viewers to our telecast. The goalkeeper cannot move until the ball meets the foot of the penalty kicker. Giorgio Kinaya, goal number 8 as he ties it up with 13:18 remaining of the first half. He has 21 points, the North American Soccer League's league-leading scorer.
Caribous now in a 1-1 game. Kinaya, goal number 8. Now here's Tinian, right into Beckenbauer, now to Stevie Hunt. And Hunt goes down, and they're going to call the foul. McMahon brought him down. Now the fans are booing the official again. Let's watch. Now we're back to the live action.
Tell you what, Dante Maglio, the referee for the game today, may not be the most popular man in Denver, Colorado, but the action is getting very hard right now, and I don't think either team is ready to take any prisoners.
All right, with the ball now. This is Moraes. Nelsie to Bogey. Bogey, and there's Clements with the play again. Dave Clements, Stevie Hunt with the ball. Stevie and Clements. Clements all over the field, knocked it over the sideline. Dave Clements, an outstanding game. Stevie Hunt to throw it in. Let's see what the Cosmos have in their mind. They have Moraes ready to take the inbounds pass, and they also have Beckenbauer. And now Nelsie's going to throw it in. Nelsie can throw it pretty far as well. Kinaya's in the box. Throw it to Franz. There's Sono, his shadow. Stevie Hunt protecting the ball, but there's Tinian coming over to get it. Clements just got it to Mauser before Kinaya got there.
You know, Dave Clements took a big chance on doing that. Giorgio was within a whisker trying to deflect it home. Kinaya, who just tied it up 2 minutes ago on a penalty kick after being fouled by Branko Radovic. As we are tied up at 1 with 11.5 minutes remaining first half.
All right, now it's Colorado on the attack, and the Cosmo left wing, and Etherington made the play. And now there's going to be a foul on Gary Etherington. The linesman called a foul on Etherington.
Gary not very happy with the call of George Jameson, the linesman across the way. It'll not be a throw-in. It'll be an indirect free kick.
That call was meant to quiet the crowd. And there's Beckenbauer with a good defensive play in the area. Stevie Hunt. They're all over Stevie Hunt, and they make the play again. That's Matt Barr. That name is familiar to you. Yes, that is a field goal kicker from Penn State. His brother played in the North American Soccer League for Philadelphia in '75. Chris Barr, the field goal kicker of Cincinnati. Bad clearance, and Roth knocked it down, luckily for the Cosmos. Etherington back to play defense. And now Franz looking for room. Beckenbauer, long for Giorgio. Race for the ball. Giorgio and his shadow, Radovic. Double team, they trip him. Giorgio with a nice effort to get the ball to Etherington. Now to Vito Dimitrievich. Now to Franz. Franz to Bogey for Giorgio, headed back to Mauser. So the Cosmos got their passing game going there, Howard, for the very few times today. And Kinaya with great all-around effort.
Incredible sequence for Giorgio Chinaglia, displaying skills, not only as a great goal scorer, but a great dribbler, great control by number 9.
That's Gary Etherington now. Back to Alberto as they're just into Caribou zone. Carlos to Vito. Dmitrievich, 35 inside now. Looks for Stevie Hunt to break. Hunt was breaking on the outside, but the pass never got there. Clements again broke it up. Time remaining, 9:33 in the first half. 1-1 game. Howard, did we get an official tally on the goal? Did they give it to Clements or did they call it own goal? We'll have to wait on that because Yassin did knock it in. Right now, let's pick up Jomo Sono. A hard shot and Yassin handled it. What a shot by Sono.
We are tied at 1 with 9:10 to go in the first half from Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. You are watching Cosmos Soccer. Errol Yassin as we return to the action with 7:55 remaining in the first half. We are tied up at 1.
That's a dangerous ball there because McMahon overlapping coming along the right side looked like he wanted to cross the ball in front, and maybe he was hoping Yassin was figuring that way. Only the shot was actually aimed for just underneath the bar, and Yassin took no chances. Let's watch the corner kick, and Yassin knocked it away. Now the shot knocked down nicely by Dmitrievich. Caribous hustling all over the field. We have a 1-1 game. 7:25 to play in the first half. Howard?
I got news for you. Vito Dmitrievich made even a greater save than we saw because Errol Yassin was down when Vito made the save.
Now they've called a foul on Dmitrievich. The linesman made the call on Vito. And now an injured player on the field, Vito Dmitrievich, who's playing in place of Terry Garbett, who's back home watching this game. Garbett hurt a hamstring.
The man that was hurt on the play is Ronnie Blair. He is the newest acquisition of the Caribou. We're at number 23. He was just acquired on the 9th of May on loan from England, second division Oldham club. He played with the Irish national team under the present head coach of the Caribous of Colorado, David Clements. David Clements, you know, I'm watching some of the play away from the ball. David Clements and Stevie Hunt have been going at it tooth and nail. Here you get a look to see exactly what happened to Ronnie Blair as he ran into Vito, and Blair paid the price. Vito came out on top, playing for the injured Terry Garbett, and there's no telling how long Terry's going to be out.
All right, the free kick now, and here comes Sisic. Tricky player. McMahon looking for Tinian on the right wing. Moraes was playing him well. Brian at the 35. Back to McMahon. Looking in the box. Here comes the chip. Is he onside? No, he's offside. Rohrbach was offside. Offside. 6:35 to play in the half. Stevie Hunt, who has been held in check, but for that matter, to be quite honest, all the Cosmos forwards have been held in check. Caribous 1-1 with the Cosmos. Cosmos goal by Giorgio Chinaglia, penalty kick. 8th tally of the year by Giorgio.
You know, Matt Barr has been marking Stevie Hunt exclusively, but David Clements has been coming over from his sweeper position to help out, and Stevie has run into David on more than one occasion. So keep your eye on that matchup.
Again, we told you that Matt Barr actually attends Penn State. He's a field goal kicker, and he has one more year to go. And you might say, well, how could he do that and play professional soccer? Well, there's a new rule that was passed a couple of years ago. A collegian can play college sports and be a professional in another sport. And that's why Matt Barr can play pro soccer and still be a field goal kicker for Penn State next year. And as we said before, his brother Chris Barr, who kicks field goals for the Cincinnati Bengals, played in the league in '75 with the Philadelphia Atoms under Al Miller and was the Rookie of the Year. Errol Yassin.
Of course, one of his teammates was a gentleman by the name of Bobby Smith.
That's correct. Long ball up here, good ball. Alberto de Moraes across the midfield line. Time remaining 5:11, 1-1 first half. And the Caribous giving the Cosmos all they want here. And they've not been lucky. The goal was a spectacular goal, but I'm talking about their general all-around play. They've been a really good soccer club. Now Giorgio trying to hit Beckenbauer that time, so the Cosmos reversed it that time. Usually it's Beckenbauer leading a pass into the penalty area to Giorgio, but they turned it around, and you see Beckenbauer telling Giorgio, nice try.
Franz will be honored on May the 21st at Giant Stadium coming up on Sunday. They'll feature a special performance by the 750-voice Fischer Choir from West Germany. The choir will perform also at the White House prior to coming to the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Now, if you'd like to order tickets for Beckenbauer Day, call 212-265-8600 for ticket reservations, and you can call right now.
Come the Caribous again with 4-17. Tinian's cross, not a good one. Bobby Smith won it in the air away from Susic, and now Sono in the penalty area, and there was an offside called anyway. It was offside. So Caribous staying on the attack. 3:55 to play in the first half. And although the Cosmos have not played their game, it's still a 1-1 game.
You stop and look at the expansion clubs in the NASL this year. This Caribou of Colorado club is a team to be reckoned with in the future. They are playing very strong against a quality opponent.
Bogey, a nice head ball over to Stevie Hunt. Stevie along the left side. Barr comes to play him. Here's a good cross. And Etherington is brought down in that penalty area. Jomo Sono gets rid of it to Brian Tinian. Back to Jomo Sono. Vito comes to play his ex-teammate. Jomo, big favorite here. Good ball to Tinian on the left. They have Rohrbach breaking in front. Tinian knocked down by Alberto. Finally knocked down by Warner Roth. Roth made the good defensive play. Cosmos trying to counterattack with Bogacevic. Now for Stevie Hunt. Stevie, a foot race, and Barr got there first. Stevie knocked it away. And now what's the call going to be? A foul, I believe, is going to be called against Cosmos.
They called the foul on Steve Hunt, and I have to question it. Because Stevie looked like he had the position. They were jostling for position, he and Matt Barr, and Stevie doesn't believe it as he's shaking his head.
All right, let's watch it again. Here's the foot race. Barr and Hunt going for the ball. Shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, wait a second. I'll take it back.
Steve Hunt grabbed him. Good call by the official. Here's McMahon in the box against Alberto. And what a save. Corner kick. What a save by Yassin. And that's one of the very few times you'll see an attacking player get a shot on Alberto in that penalty box from that angle.
Great save by Earl. He thought he had saved it before it went over.
Tinian headed away. Moraes off Alberto. They'll do it again. Brian Tinian. Tinian played at Hawaii last year. Here's Brian. And Dmitrievich heads it away. And they're going to call a foul.
You know, we only have a minute and 40 seconds. Excuse me, Jim. We have a minute and 40 remaining in the first half. We are tied up at 1. At halftime, we'll be showing you highlights of the last 3 Cosmos home games at Giant Stadium, as well as our regular feature, the NASL report.
Well, the Cosmos long passing game is not connected. And only on 2 or 3 occasions has the short passing game been what Cosmos fans have grown to expect. But again, as we told you earlier, the Cosmos have been a much better second half club, and they're going to have to be out here today, Howard.
And I'll tell you, Jim, I think the Cosmos are playing far superior in the last 15 minutes of this first half than they did at the outset. They just seem to have their game a little bit better, more coordinated. Everybody seems to be playing better, and they are more sure of their passing here in the late stages of the first half.
By time remaining 50 seconds on the clock. Stevie Hunt. They've done a job on Steve. Takes Barr to the outside. Barr's got good speed, doesn't he? In front. And there, goal! Bogacevic. And the Cosmos strike quickly. And the Cosmos, who can do that better than anybody in the league, boy, they can lull you to sleep. Now watch Stevie Barr racing with Stevie Hunt. Watch this cross. Pass the defender. Bogey, now watch Bogey take it well. Settles the ball, doesn't rush it, waits for Mauser to make his move, chips it over Mauser. That's a world-class goal. Most people would have just whacked it the first time, Howard, and Bogicevic took it beautifully.
The patience of the veteran. Goal number 3 for Bogicevic. He now has 13 points on the year, one of the top 10 scorers in the NASL. And as Jimmy pointed out, he just took his time. He was patient, waited for the right time, and the veteran has put the Cosmos ahead 2-1.
And there's another thing about containing people. They've contained Stevie Hunt all game long, but Hunt's so dangerous. If you don't watch him every moment, he'll do something like that to you. Hunt gets the assist, Bogicevic the goal, 10 seconds, a corner kick coming up. McMahon, Werner Roth won it in the air. The Cosmos win it, comes out to Clements with 3 seconds, chips it in the box. Beckenbauer heads it, Sono, goal, it counts. Jomo Sono has tied it with a second to play. Cosmos were looking for an offside, and all they got was the equalizing goal.
How do you like that to finish the first half? Jomo Sono, his second goal of the year against his former teammates, the Cosmos, as time has run out. In the first half here at Mile High Stadium, with the score, the Cosmos 2, Colorado 2. We'll return with our halftime festivities right after these messages. The turnstiles to see a rugged defensive battle against Tulsa. The Cosmos won it with just 2.5 minutes to play on this Franz Beckenbauer free kick. Now the replay shows the second man on the left of Tulsa's wall lifting his leg and flinching away from Beckenbauer's bullet shot. The ball surges through and Franz is high off the ground, having placed all of his strength behind the shot. The decisive play in the Cosmos 1-0 triumph over Tulsa. Now Denny Tuert made his Cosmos debut before more than 50,000 appreciative fans against Dallas. Tuert's spectacular header was a golden moment in the Cosmos 3-1 win over previously unbeaten Dallas. Now, last Sunday, there were over 45,000 on hand as the Cosmos played Detroit. Bogicevic almost produced a super goal, but Lady Luck would not cooperate as it goes off the post. After a scoreless first half, the Cosmos penetrated the Detroit defense on this play with Beckenbauer to Bogicevic, who then passed it inside to Giorgio Chinaglia. And on the right side, opening it up for Werner Roth, and the captain of the Cosmos scored a goal. The Rock of Gibraltar on defense, Werner Roth tallies the second goal of his 8-year career in the North American Soccer League. With the Cosmos leading 1-0, Giorgio Chinaglia gave the crowd a tremendous thrill as he used perfect timing to attempt a bicycle kick on this play. Another near miss off the post, but the crowd roared its approval for Giorgio's acrobatic try. Late in the game, Franz Beckenbauer sends a pass over to Gary Etherington. Now watch closely as Etherington's shot is deflected by the defender just after Gary boots it. It's important that you acknowledge the deflection because the deflection puts severe topspin on the shot, and this time Lady Luck sides with the Cosmos. The Cosmos 2-0 win ties a league record for consecutive home victories at 15. They'll shoot for the new mark against Seattle on May the 21st. This is the Meslu Television Network, Television Sports USA. Let's pause right here for station identification. Colorado, 2 goals apiece as we begin the second half. We are tied up at 2, 45 minutes to play. Here's Jimmy Caribous for the play-by-play.
Well, Howard, I think you'll agree they were interesting goals. Almost every kind of goal was scored in that first half. Of course, Jomo Sono's was a shocker, as was Clements. Sono's, because it came with just maybe a second or so remaining in the half. All right, Etherington saved the ball here. Cosmos attack, going to the goal to our right. Gary Etherington, they double team, so he passes in the area, but it's easily knocked out of there by Radovich. And now cleared by Dave Clements. Cosmos with the ball now, Dmitrievich. Cosmos coming out looking like they're ready to attack. There's Bobby Smith, Giorgio deflected. It's deflected, and it'll be a corner kick for the Cosmos, deflected by Ronnie Blair. Radovich, Mark Tinaya, the first half, did a pretty good job on Georgie. Made one blatant mistake. He tripped him in the penalty area. There's Gary Etherington, good cross, and out comes Arnold Mauser. Mauser, like Yassine, is big. He's about 6'2", 6'3", and he's good on balls in the air.
Arnold Mauser played last year at Vancouver. 6'2", 190-pounder. 2 years ago, played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. He was always a thorn in the side of the Cosmos.
Warner Roth breaks it up. Sono with the ball. Jomo Sono, a big favorite here, and even more of a favorite after that last-second goal to tie the game at 2. Here's McMahon, who's played a really good game. Sussage. Got some skillful midfielders here. Look at Sussage, a great move on Bobby Smith. Comes in the box, they bring him down, but it's outside the area.
Close.
Now, I'll tell you what, the ruling on this is if he's fouled, if he falls in the area, that doesn't constitute the foul. It's where he was fouled. Now, let's watch it. Sussage with great skill here. Bobby Smith on his shoulder. You watch the good move as he crosses to his right foot. Is Bobby out of position? Now let's see where the foul took place. Just outside the box. It was close, but it was a good call. All right, let's see who takes the free kick. Jomo tees it up, and a shot wide by Sussage, and that missed by inches. From Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado, a 2-2 soccer game. You're watching Cosmos Soccer. Cosmos on the attack. Bobby Smith inside the 35. Bobby still has it. Nice effort. Stevie Hunt, high cross, and over the goal line.
One of the true gentlemen in all of international sports will be honored next Sunday. Franz Beckenbauer will be given a day. May 21st as the Cosmos meet the Seattle Sounders, the team they met on the championship game last August. You can call for tickets right now as you're all watching this telecast. Call 212-265-8600. 212-265-8600 for ticket reservations. You may call right now as we have operators standing by.
Warner Roth battling Rohrbach, made the play. Etherington is hammered and fouled. Foul called against Greg Mikowski.
You know, Jim, the score obviously tells the story. It is 2-2 with still 40 minutes to play in the game, or in regulation time. Caribous of Colorado have played the Cosmos tougher, I think, through the first half than any other club they have played thus far this year.
No doubt about it. Cosmos look like they're really coming out here in the second half, Howard. They really look like they're thinking offense now. It's a little bit like the Tampa game when they came out in the second half. Here's Stevie Hunt now catching up with it in the left corner, right by the corner flag there. Play it out to Nelsie Moraes. Nice pass for Bobby. Back to Nelsie. He's in the box. He's almost brought down, and they'll call it goal kick. Canaglia was wide open. Giorgio was open, and had Nelsie elected to cross the ball, Giorgio would have had a wide open shot.
You know, when you're not used to being in that situation, sometimes you don't react as quick. Nelsie's not used to being in that very same situation, so he was a little unsure.
Clemens taking the goal kicks. You know, something has just occurred to me, Howard, as I watch Clemens' ball really carry. On the first goal of the game by Clemens, it could very well be, as Moraes tries to play it into Bogdanovich and a bad pass, could very well be that because of the altitude and the ball carries further up here in the Mile High City, that maybe Yassine was fooled by the carry on that ball.
Yeah, good point. Good point. This is a place you love to play golf. You can hit drives 300 yards.
That's right. Jomo Sono couldn't control it. Went over the goal line. The Cosmos will have a goal kick coming up. 38-40 to play in the game. It's a 2-2 game. Captain Warner Roth, who's had a big job today containing Bobby Rohrbach, the leading scorer for these Caribous and an ex-Cosmos player. And Warner played against Bobby while he was with the Cosmos in scrimmages. He knows something about it. All right, Alberto. Cosmos working now with Beckenbauer. It doesn't appear to me as if Colorado is as intense as they were defensively in the first half. Cosmos getting a lot more room now. Look at Beckenbauer. Lead it for Bogey. Just missed with a pass. Cosmos getting just a little more room to operate offensively. Good play by Marias, and now they're going to call a foul on Nelsie.
You know, the Cosmos in Pelé are happy to announce the opening of the Pelé soccer camps this summer. For more information, call 212-265-7315. The Pelé soccer camps will be at Trenton State College in Trenton, New Jersey this summer, and at Manhattanville College in Purchase, New York. Oh, what a play by Vito Dimitrievich.
All right, Franz Beckenbauer had it stolen. Susich hit it wide. 37:08 to play in the game. The Mile High Stadium in a 2-2 soccer game. We'll be back with more Cosmos soccer after these messages. Almost put the Cosmos on top. What a great pass by Beckenbauer to Bogicevic. And the Cosmos are getting room in the second half, Howard, and are starting to push forward.
Good to see Franz with that super pass, because Franz was not really involved in the flow in the first half. He seems more alive here in the second half. A reminder that while you are watching this tape delay broadcast of the Cosmos Caribou of Colorado game on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the Cosmos will be in Portland, Oregon to play the Portland Timbers. You'll see that game right here on Channel 9 WOR television beginning at 11 o'clock. That is live Eastern Daylight Time.
All right, an offside call. And you saw Mauser boot that ball about 70 yards in this air. Actually, they call Rohrbach with a push on that. All right, here's Canaglia coming back to collect the ball. Back heel beautifully to Beckenbauer. Here comes Franz. Looks for Gary Etherington coming through. Makowski got there first. Now Etherington is there in front just by Bogicevic. The cross just got by Bogi. And again, Bogicevic is dangerous in front of the goal. They're sending Bogicevic in almost every time. There's a good steal by Marias.
3 times in the last 4 minutes, Bogicevic has come very close to scoring a goal. He is so close around that goal mouth. Look out.
All right, here's Bogi and Canaglia getting together. Here's Giorgio with the ball. Giorgio now looking for support. He gets it for Stevie Hunt. Stevie stays with the ball. Leave it for Franz. Back to Stevie Hunt. Franz is getting in the area. And the pass bad. Clements knocked it away. Pass behind Beckenbauer. And there's going to be another foul called, an elbow on Warner Roth, elbowing Bobby Rohrbach.
Still have 33 minutes and 55 seconds to play. Vito Dimitrievich starting today in place of the injured Terry Garbett. We are tied up at 2. Now, while you're watching this game, you'll notice the empty seats across the way. That is because all the seats that were sold for the game were on this side of the field, on the camera side of the field, and there's a good crowd of over 20,000 on hand.
Alberto made the play as you saw him knock down the shot, and now a foul has been called on Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith is fouled. Here's a shot of the crowd, and it's a good one, their biggest of the year, and it should be over in excess of 20,000. Cosmos setting up the wall now. It's direct free kick. They can score a goal off of it. Here's Stevie Hunt going in that penalty area collision. They call a foul on Steve Hunt. But again, the Cosmos getting more room to operate, Howard David, and now making it a lot more dangerous for the Caribou defense.
You know, Jim, I was talking with Werner Roth earlier this morning, and I said, Werner, can you tell me in your own words what you think the difference between this year's club and last year's club is? And he gave me a whole host of reasons, but one of the things he said was the difference is that when we go on the road this year, we know we have better than an even shot of winning. Last year, we didn't have that same feeling. We are a better unit, and we are playing better as a team, and the club is tighter knit. Better friends, a lot of, not that it wasn't last year, but a lot of closeness this year. And he says, I think that's one of the main differences.
Alberto, a beautiful chip to Bobby Smith in midfield. Now Bobby, who's been on the offensive a lot this game, trying to get it to Stevie Hunt. He had it knocked out of bounds. And it was last touch by Bobby Smith. Throw in for the Caribous. That's Matt Barr over there. That's Bobby Smith. Now you have to wonder how this altitude here is going to affect both clubs, although Cosmos look a little fresher at this point in the game. Here's McMahon. He's a fine midfield player. Rohrbach plays it back. Dave Clements, the coach, the playmaker, the sweeper, and today the goal scorer. Pass intercepted by Moraes. Now the Cosmos moving. Here's Nelsie. Fullbacks really moving for the Cosmos. They have a man over there, but the pass was just off the mark. Bogačević was there. Cosmos almost playing a double post now, with Bogačević playing the low post and Kanaya playing at the head of the area. And Bogey's made some very dangerous runs in front of the net. Susic now with that great skill, and Bobby Smith having trouble with him. Watch out. Here's the cross. Werner Roth again, brilliant in the air. Here's Jomo Sono, his own 35. Jomo coming in the area. Beautiful tackle by Werner Roth. Werner Roth made the tackle. Caribous keep it in play. Roth knocked it over the sideline. Makowski doing some good offensive work out of his fullback position for the Caribous. There's Makowski. Here's his shot knocked down by Roth again. Makowski keeps it in, and they call offside against Colorado. Time remaining 29-17 in regulation. And the Cosmos and the Caribous are tied at 2, and now the Cosmos are going to send Dennis Tuart into the game. Dennis Tuart, who was a questionable starter for today, is coming in for Gary Etherington. There you see Tuart coming in the ball game as Eddie Fermani looks for more offensive punch in these last 29 minutes and 3 seconds, Howard.
As the crowd is watching us back in New York, you'll recall the debut of one Dennis Tuart in front of 50,000 fans. That dynamic, sizzling header, his very first Cosmos goal. And we look for a lot more goals from number 7, Dennis Tuart. Jimmy, you'll notice, you'll notice that, I don't know if we get a chance, well, I'll allude to it in just a second.
By Bobby Smith, had it knocked away. Nice play there by Radovic, the center back. There's that man McMahon again. Vito chases him to the corner. McMahon, he's got outstanding skill, doesn't he? Vito knocked it away, knocked it over the sideline. Throw in. Now let's watch for the long throw in the area. Now Barr's the guy that usually does it, but Makowski now is going to throw it. Let's see if he throws it in the box. No, he'll throw it outside of McMahon. Back to Makowski. Bad play by the defense. They didn't pick up Makowski, hit the side of the net. Bobby Smith that time didn't pick up Makowski, and he got the ball, and that was a very dangerous situation. Bobby upset with himself. Luckily for the Cosmos, they didn't pay for it.
It's one of the things you got to admire about Bobby Smith, the fact that he plays so intensely. He loves the game. And he's been criticized by a lot of people. He's been criticized by the press for some of his antics, but every club needs a guy like Bobby Smith. He's colorful, and he's a good soccer player.
This might be Bogačević's best game of the year. He got, of course, the big day in the opener against Lauderdale, but I think he's played better all around today than he did then. And it goes over the line. Cosmos will get a corner kick out of this. Eddie Fermani on that bench. Here's Gary Etherington with his shirt off talking to Ray Klevecka. Cosmos now with Stevie Hunt. Now let's see what they have in front. They have Bogey there. They have Kinaya there. Werner Roth at the far post. Tuart can be coming in. You know Tuart's good in the air. Play it to Carlo. Carlo gets it over here looking for Franz. Gets it to Franz. Franz now for Giorgio, and it's put it out of there by Radovic. Radovic playing Kinaya.
I don't know if we'll have an opportunity to get a look at the left arm of Werner Roth. He's wearing a black armband, and that is in memory of a friend of his by the name of Hans Youngblood, who was affectionately called Bum Bum, who's a manager of the Brooklyn Boys Club, passed away last Sunday. And in honor of that, Werner Roth is wearing the black armband around his left arm.
All right, here's Beckenbauer with Jomo Sono on him. Kinaya. Giorgio at the 35-yard line now for Carlos Alberto. And now here's Bogey. Bogey chips it to the far post. Kinaya heads it, but Mauser's got it. Now you might be asking why on 4 or 5 occasions have the Cosmos on the corner kicks not crossed it in front. Well, they respect Mauser's ability at 6'3" to catch that cross. So they'll try to attack him another way. Here's McMahon with room. Good pass to McCoskey, overlapping on the left. Bobby Smith to play him, and Bobby Smith made the play. Knocked it over the goal line. He gave a corner kick away, but Bobby Smith, a good defensive play that time to defend the cross over the goal line. Warner Roth now. He'll have a big assignment on this corner kick. He'll be trying to contain Rohrbach. There's a good shot of what's going to happen here on the corner. Susic will take the corner, number 9. Cross nicely, a nice punch out by Yassin. Errol just punched it away from Rohrbach, who was right in front of him. Throw in coming for the Caribous. All right, now this will be Barr to throw it in. Or is that Tinian? Can't tell the numbers from here. I think it's Barr. If it is Barr, watch for a long throw. There it is. And a saving play by Bobby Smith away from Rohrbach in front of the net. Susic. Shot wide. From Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. Cosmos Caribous 2-all. We'll be back with more Cosmos soccer after this message.
23 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in regulation. We are deadlocked at 2. All the goals came in the first half. Thus far, we have been stalemated here in the second half.
All right, there's a battle between Matt Barr and Stevie Hunt. Get the ball to Carlos Alberto. Midway between the 35 and the midfield line of Colorado. A chip for Bogey. Off the mark. Good defensive play by Radovich. And running with the ball is Susic. Watch him. Racing by Bobby Smith. Bobby, a great tackle. Great tackle by Bobby Smith. And the referee says play on. Bobby Smith, a great defensive play. Moraes, 35 of Colorado. Now for Franz Beckenbauer. Shot, save, shot, goal! Bogicevic in front of that goal again. And the Cosmos have now taken the lead. I told you Bogey was playing his best game. And playing that low post, Howard, if you will. He was the opportunist. And here's a great shot from behind the net. Watch Beckenbauer break free. Now Franz comes in on Mauser, trying to con him, trying to make the play. Mauser makes an exceptional save here. Exceptional save, but look at Bogey. Now he just measures it. He knows he's got it. Takes his time and rifles it into the corner, and the Cosmos have taken the lead.
Told you, if you keep giving Bogey enough chances, eventually he's going to hit the back of the net again. It's the second time of the game. He has 4 goals on the year and a total of 15 points for Bogey Bogicevic.
All right, the play in action now. Watch the Caribous off the free kick, and Alberto heads it away. Bogicevic, who has been booed by some of the fans when introduced to Giant Stadium, may turn those boos into cheers now with his great effort today. Now here's Dmitrievich. The Cosmos getting a lot more room to go. Here's Dennis Tuort with the ball. Tuort with Clements, and Clements made the play. Referee said no call. Tuort wanted the call. What a great game Dave Clements has played. 22 minutes, 13 seconds of play in regulation. Cosmos on top, 3-2. Here come the Caribous again. McMahon, got by Warner Roth, deflected by Vito, cleared by Carlos. Cosmos clear to Franz. What a pass. Beckenbauer, a typical Beckenbauer pass on the right wing for Tuort. Takes on Clements again. Dennis Tuort takes it to the outside. There's the cross. Mauser there. Clemens played him well that time, Howard.
You know, Denny Tuort was at the press conference earlier this week for Giuseppe Wilson, and Dennis remembered the very first time he saw Giuseppe, he was laying on his back looking up at him.
Here's a shot and a save by Yassin. And the Cosmo defense didn't get back very well that time, Howard. And Caribous still very dangerous.
Jimmy, let's take another look at that goal by Bogicevic. Off the Beckenbauer rebound. Beckenbauer took it inside, got around the defender. Mauser made a great save, and Bogicevic took his time and took the shot well and put the Cosmos on top 3-2 with 21 minutes to play in the game.
Back to the action. Watch Jomo Sono streaking the Cosmo zone to the penalty area. Jomo's pass for Rohrbach Alberto. Nice and easy. Just flicks it out, nods it out to Bogey, not to Franz. Cosmos have some room on the other end. This wide field. Here's Franz. Beautiful chip for Giorgio, but he's offside. Giorgio offside. Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. The Cosmos lead 3-2. You're watching Cosmos soccer.
The Southampton Princess Resort will talk about it. The official training headquarters of the Cosmos in Bermuda invite you to do the same thing the Cosmos did. Fall in love with a Princess Hotel.
All right, coming back to the action here, we have a corner kick for the Caribous. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men in the area. And here it is, a good corner. And it's headed over the top. Headed over the top again by that dangerous Bobby Rohrbach. And there you see they're trying to protect a 1-goal lead with 19-12 to play in the game. Cosmos up 3-2.
You know how you talk about minor leagues and other sports, how minor leagues filter players to the major leagues? Well, the Cosmos are acting like the filters of the rest of the league. Here they supply a guy like Bobby Rohrbach to Colorado. Could not play with the Cosmos, but his true skills are coming out here. He has done a super job for Dave Clements' club.
And what about young Keith Furphy of the Detroit Express, their leading scorer, I believe. So they've supplied a couple leading scorers for their clubs. By Cosmos with the ball, now that's Warner Roth. Here's Bobby Smith. Bobby's always running, whether he's playing in Denver or the sandlots of Trenton or Brooklyn. Bobby Smith doesn't know that he's supposed to get more tired in this weather. Here's Bogicevic. Toward Stevie Hunt. Stevie fights his man off. McCoskey over there, but the play made by the Colorado defense. Cosmos, I thought, were outplayed in the first half. Cosmos have outplayed the Caribous in the second. Here's that dangerous McMahon, a good ball on the left side. It's McCoskey over here. And a good play by Warner Roth to knock it free for a moment. McCoskey looks in front. A long high cross. A battle. Moraes won it. And Nelsie and Bogey racing for it. Bogey saved it. What an effort by Bogicevic. Ran 50 yards and made a brilliant pass to Tourt. Canalia's in front. 2-on-2. Tourt takes on Clements again. Here's the cross. Canalia missed the header. What a cross by Tourt.
He threaded the needle, Jim, and Giorgio just missed it. What an effort by Canalia. What a pass by Denny Tourt.
Watch Tourt now. Fakes it this time. And now he puts it across. And this ball almost went in the goal. And Canalia over the top. As we get back to the action now, Cosmos control the ball on an ill-fated attempt by the Caribous. Jim Carvelis, Howard David. Beautiful Denver, Colorado. Cosmos on top 3-2. Bogicevic has scored a pair. Beckenbauer just beat Jomo Sono. Cosmos are getting stronger. Caribous can't handle him. Here's Beckenbauer's shot. Is deflected over the goal line. It'll be corner kick. And now it's Franz moving on the attack.
Werner Roth said earlier today that the Cosmos as a unit are better conditioned than they were a year ago, and the second half is bearing out that statement.
Here's Beckenbauer, dangerous again. Franz taking it one-on-one, coming in the penalty area, and here's his pass. He gets a return from Giorgio. Here's the corner kick now as we're back to the live action. A hard shot and a goal by Beckenbauer.
What a goal!
What an incredible goal by Franz. A bullet. Boy, we've seen some goals here today, haven't we? I hope, even on slow motion, I hope you can pick up the velocity of this shot. Beckenbauer, what a shot with a left foot. Franz Beckenbauer, who created the third goal and has just scored the fourth goal. It's now 4-2 Cosmos.
Another goal for Manufacturers Hanover, and that is the fourth goal for Manufacturers Hanover, as Franz Beckenbauer, who will be honored on Sunday, May the 21st, scores his first goal of the game, his third goal of the year. He now has 9 points for the season, and the Cosmos lead it 4-2 with 16:10 to go in the game.
Reminds you a little bit of the Tampa game in that in the second half, the Cosmos came out and controlled the game. That's what they've done here today. after being outplayed in the first half and outshot 16-4. The long cross, too long. They'll never get it.
Talked before about Franz being honored. As we see a substitution.
Santiago Formoso's in the game now, right, Howard?
Santiago Formoso wearing number 25. 5'9", only 140 pounds, played with the Connecticut Bicentennials a year ago. Of course, Connecticut Bicentennials are now the Oakland Stompers.
Look at this Beckenbauer pass. Look at this pass to Dimitrievich. Franz just nailed it 40 yards on the money. Here's Bogey. Look at Bogicevic. He's playing like a man possessed today. Bogey with a pair of goals. And Eddie Fermani was concerned about the altitude out here. And it's his club that's come out in the second half like they're the home team, like they played in it their whole life.
Cosmos are higher now than the altitude. They lead it 4-2. If they go on and win it, they will go back into first place in the NASL's Eastern Division.
All right, let's see who takes it. 25 yards away. Beckenbauer chips it in the box, but Stevie Hunt and Tour couldn't get to it. And there's Bobby Smith. They've had some battle. Okay, here's Rohrbach. One of the very few times he's handled the ball with his feet. Deflected, and there's Ero Yassin, sure-handed as always.
You know, Santiago Formoso came into the game for Nelsie Moraes. Nelsie doesn't get a whole lot of ink and a whole lot of recognition, but he just goes out there and does his job. He's a workman defender, and he really, really excels.
All right, Dennis Tour with the ball now. Cosmos in their own zone with a 2-goal lead. Time remaining 14-12. They give it away. All right, Dave Clements, who's played an outstanding game for his club. Scored the first goal of the game. Played well defensively. McCoskey now to Clements, who's moving on the attack now. There's a long cross. Formoso knocked it out. Shot knocked out by Formoso again. Matt Barr with the ball, and the next man to have the ball will be Yassin. And look at this quick throw, and the Cosmos counterattack. They're going 3-on-3 now. Stewart on the right, Canaglia on the left. Giorgio. No support, though, outside the box. Giorgio's going to take it man for man. Dennis Stewart couldn't control the pass. A little too hard from Georgie. Time remaining 13-23. Caribous are tired.
I don't think there's any doubt, Jim, and it's ironic. Here's a team that is used to this altitude, and the Cosmos are really in better shape here in the second half.
Howard, I'll tell you what I think happened as we pick up the action here. Here's a great move. And here's another great move. And there's a great save by Yassin. The cross comes out of here. Yassin came out to deflect that off the foot of the Caribou attacker. Incredible play by Arrow. Cosmos in midfield now. What happened, Howard, was the Caribous used all their energy to outplay the Cosmos in the first half. That's what happened. They marked them all over the field. They tired in the second half. We called it early in the second half. They just were giving the Cosmos more room. They're a tired club now, although they played well.
I don't think there's any doubt. The Cosmos now, after having played well, particularly here in the second half, will get a few days off to kind of rest and think back as they meet Portland on Wednesday. You'll see it on Channel 9 WOR live at 11 o'clock. As Vito Dimitrievich, his shot is saved by Mauser. Now watch this replay of Yassin.
Here comes the man inside. A great move against the defender, and Yassin got his foot on the ball. That's what prevented a goal. Now here come the Caribous in the box, and Yassin again jumped out to make the save, but he didn't have to. There was offside. I say he didn't have to. You better make the save anyway. Never anticipate an offside.
Better safe than sorry. You know what happens when you assume, don't you? You get into a whole lot of trouble. 11:45 to go in the game. Cosmos lead Colorado's Caribous on a score of 4-2.
11:37 to play in the game from Mile High Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. We'll be back with more Cosmos action after these messages.
We've got good news and bad news for you. The good news is the Cosmos is still ahead. The bad news is that Colorado has just made it a 4-3 game. Watch Bobby Rohrbach from the right side of your screen with goal number 5 on that header to the near post.
All right, back to the live action now. Denny Tour with the ball. To Vito Dimitrievich. Vito to Giorgio. and just missed the mark. Good idea there, Vito, trying to get Giorgio running toward the goal, wheeled around.
Coming up on Sunday, May the 21st, at Giant Stadium, Franz Beckenbauer Day. You can call right now at 212-265-8600 to order your tickets. But hold on, this one is not over. We still have 10 minutes, 10 seconds to play in a 4-3 Cosmos lead.
Well, the Caribous are coming on now. They were a tired, beaten team, and then all of a sudden, that goal has put life back in their legs, Howard. And this game is far from being over. 9:55 to play in regulation, and a corner kick coming up. Jomo Sono will take it. McMahon is in there. Susic, Rohrbach, of course. Bars on the edge of the box. Alberto right in front of the net. Here's Jomo Sono. And a long high cross, not a very good cross. Caribou still with it though. Nice sliding tackle by Bobby Smith. What a play by Bobby. Back to Formoso. Cosmos now trying to protect a 1-goal lead with 9:35 to play with Franz Beckenbauer.
Is there anybody in the league that is better in executing the sliding tackle than Bobby Smith? I'd like to know.
And he loves it doing it on grass. It's a little tough doing it at the stadium on the AstroTurf.
Get those raspberries on your thighs and it hurts for a few days.
Knocked it out of bounds by Bobby Smith. Eddie Fermani up on that bench across the way. And he knows he's still in the ball game. Broken up by Alberto. Bogacevic. Cosmos looking to counterattack. Bogi to Franz. Franz a great second half. Franz 35. Franz to Tuort. Dennis Tuort in the area. Cross in front. Clemens just flicking it back casually to Mauser. And McMahon with the ball. Time remaining 8:38. Sono free on the left. Vito comes to pick him up. They'll double team him. And Warner Roth knocked it over the goal line. Another corner kick coming up with 8:25 to play in the game.
This man is playing himself a whale of a game against his former teammates. Jomo Sono, look at the thickness of his thighs. He's got so much strength in those legs.
The corner kick always dangerous. Sono. Yassin, and a save. What a save. That was made by Bobby Smith.
The save of the game.
The ball was going in the goal. No doubt about it. And Bobby Smith just saved the day for the Cosmos. What a play by Bobby Smith. Cosmos attacking. Then he Tuort on the right. Tuort against Makowski. Tuort, not very sharp. Then he hasn't played in a while. All right, here's Sono. Here come those Caribous again. Bobby Smith trying to stop it. Ball knocked down and knocked out by Warner Roth. Control by Makowski at the 35 of the Cosmos. 7:22 on the clock. To Jomo Sono. Dmitrievich knocked it out of bounds. Watch this save. Watch this save now. This on tape now. Here's Yassin. He was coming out, punched it badly toward the goal. And what a save by Bobby Smith. Now we're back to the live action. And this time the save by Formoso. Formoso at the far post. And it's a siege now. They were offside. Caribou's offside. And this game appeared to be over about 7 or 8 minutes ago when the Cosmos were leading 4-2. It's now 4-3. And they're bombarding the Cosmos goal. And let's watch this. Sono, far post. And watch Formoso keep it out of the goal.
How about the timing of Santiago Formoso? Errol Yassin has given up 3 goals up to today for the entire year in the first 6 games. He's given up 3 today. But there have been some great saves by not only Yassin, but by Bobby Smith, the save of the game. And right there by Santiago Formoso.
Beckenbauer misconnects with a pass to Giorgio. Time remaining 6:10 to play in the game. The Cosmos 4-3. Clock ticking away and the Caribous pressing on. In the box for Susic. Susic now with Bobby Smith, beat him. And now Bobby Smith got back to knock it over the goal line. Another corner kick coming up.
What were we saying before about the Cosmos taking into the better of the play here in the second half and Colorado dying a little bit? They have all of a sudden gotten a whole tank full of oxygen.
You get a goal. They got the goal by Rohrbach, and they forget they're tired. And it's now 4-3, and they find the adrenaline flowing in their body. And a bad cross. Bogicevic heads it out. Canaglia playing some defense. Cosmos have to play a lot of defense here in the last 5:25. Here comes Jomo. Here's a shot. Yassin on that skidding shot, and it hit the dirt part of the infield in front of the net. And Yassin had to get down and stay with it. That's like picking it off AstroTurf.
That is a tougher save by Yassin than most people would give him credit for. It skids off of the skin part of the infield, the third base side, because it's also used for minor league baseball. And Arrow was right on top of the play. We will be choosing the Schaefer Beer Most Valuable Player Award winner at the end of the game, and we'll go further into that explanation.
All right, here's McMahon. Ball in the box. Beckenbauer takes it out to Denny Tuort. Tuort wants to run now. Canaglia cutting across, but it's knocked down and chested down by Clemens. Cosmos wanted a handball. 4.5 minutes to play in the game. Cosmos desperately trying to hang in. And a bad chip intended for Rohrbach, and Yassin picked it off.
There are 9 brother combinations in the NASL. One of those brother combinations are the Nanchoffs, Georgie and Louis. Louis Nanchoff, wearing number 10 for the Colorado Caribous, is in the game in place of Brian Tinian.
Jomo Sono is hurt. He's been limping around the last 2 minutes or so. Beckenbauer to Bogicevic. Formoso on the left. The Cosmos come on the attack. There's Jomo Sono limping along. 4 minutes to play in the game. Here's Franz. Franz to Giorgio. Giorgio back to Franz. Tuort's open. Franz shot right on goal. Mauser, a long throw to McMahon. McMahon. Now to Nanchoff on the left. Vito looking tired, now running back, can't pick him up. Warner Roth can't control him. Nanchoff in the box, shot on goal. Alberto got just enough in Nanchoff's way to make that shot a weak one.
Nanchoff did not get all of it as we have 3:25 remaining in regulation. It is a 4-3 game. The Cosmos leading the Caribous of Colorado. If you think this game is exciting, stay tuned with us on Wednesday night, 11 o'clock live from Portland as the Cosmos meet Portland's Timbers, 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time right here on Channel 9.
Cosmos haven't played much to Stevie Hunt in the second half. We haven't seen much of him at all. Now Formoso breaks free. Now let's see if he goes to Stevie on his side. Now they'll play it back to Alberto with 2:58 on the clock. Carlos now back to Formoso. Cosmos going into their fourth corner. Now here's Bogey screening the ball well. Plays it out to Formoso. Cosmos eating up the clock with 2:45. Back to Bogey. Now this is where this big field really helps the Cosmos. They can play keep away. Roth with the ball. Hands booing. 2:35. Canaglia still controls. Chased by Sono. Doesn't look injured now. Giorgio being forced back in his own zone. And Sono knocked it out of bounds.
How about the play of Giorgio Canaglia? Stevie Hunt, who's really been invisible. It's not to the detriment of Stevie Hunt that he hasn't tried. Matt Barr has played him very, very well.
And the Cosmos haven't gone to him. Ever since Tuort's come in the game with 29 minutes and 3 seconds to play, they played the ball along the right side. They played it to Dennis Tuort a lot. And Denny has not been as sharp as Denny Tuort can be. His inactivity has something to do with that. And the injury. 2 minutes to play in the game. Here come the Caribous again. This is Matt Barr now coming on the attack. In the box, Yassin is there. Yassin with that long high cross ahead of Rohrbach. Out to Bogicevic with 1:45. 4-3 the Cosmos. Jim Carvelis Howard, David, the most exciting game of the year for the Cosmos, no doubt about it. They've had their hands full with these Caribous. Now here's Stevie Hunt. Stevie, a good pass to Georgie. Canaglia now in no hurry. Nice move, Georgie. Shot, great save, Mauser. Canaglia had it going for the right corner of the net. Now with 1:15.
All right, take a look at the save by Mauser. He didn't get it. as Hunt comes into your picture there, but Mauser covers up.
All right, at the 35. Cosmos looking to make defensive plays now. Alberto just did. Alberto always on the spot, and the immaculate distribution to Bogey, and Bogey's fine pass to Stevie Hunt. 50 seconds on the clock. Back to Bogey, looking for a hat trick. Bogey deflected back to Mauser. 43 seconds. Mauser boots it up the field. Rohrbach and Roth, the battle stays on. Bobby Smith, the intercept to Franz Beckenbauer. 33 seconds. Cosmos will look to kill the ball. 28 seconds. 27. Stevie Hunt. Barr. Bogušević.
Excuse me, Jim. Today's Schaefer Beer Most Valuable Player Award winner is Bogušević, obviously. Roth with second, and Kinalia is third in the balloting.
Cosmos eating up the clock, 10 seconds. Referee has the official time. Kinalia offside with 5. Clock reads 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if the clock is official. No time remaining, and that is the game. Now the referee says that's the game. And Howard, it was a hard-fought Cosmos win, and this crowd giving their Caribous a tremendous round of applause as our most valuable player, Bogušević, exchanges jerseys with Susic, or is willing to. Dave Clements with some congratulations. It was a hard-fought game, Howard, and the Cosmos stay undefeated. They go back to first place. Dennis Tuert hasn't been in action for a couple of games. Denny wasn't really happy with his performance. Gary Etherington, who started the game on the wing. But the Cosmos came home a winner, or at least won the game, and now they go to Portland on Wednesday. And Howard and I will be back with more post-game comments after the...